My name is Kamyar Alumi, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the real reason why my body didn't grow as a hard gainer. A few years ago, when I started weightlifting for the first time, I didn't know what workout program to choose in order to build muscle as fast as possible. And then, coincidentally, I had a family friend come over, and this guy, this dude, he was big into the gym, he was big into weightlifting, and I was asking him for advice on like what I needed to do in order to build muscle. And he told me just to start with like compound movements like the bench press, squats, deadlift. But he also said you needed to do like 20 to 30 reps in order to build muscle. And I believed him because I didn't know anything about weightlifting. I didn't know what to do, so I just took his advice and started doing that. So he gave me a workout program from this really fucking big, like roided bodybuilder, and he told me to follow exactly what was on there. And basically every single exercise minimum had me do 20 reps, and honestly it was 20 to 30 reps for each exercise for like 4 to 5 sets, okay? Again, I thought that's what I had to do in order to get like bigger. And I did that for a few months. And one, it was really fucking hard to do because like if you ever done any of those workouts where you're lifting that fucking much or you're doing that many reps, you get tired really, really fast. So I was doing that for a few months, and I look in the mirror and my body didn't change. And that left me demotivated. I didn't want to do fitness anymore. I thought it was way too fucking hard. And I thought like in order to get a good like muscular body, it took way too much work, and I thought I wasn't like made for it. I just thought I was always going to be skinny. However, I didn't give up. I didn't want to just let that fucking like pain, that just painful workout just stop me from overall achieving my goals. So it wasn't until maybe a few months later after that, almost maybe closer to a year, my brother bought me a book for fitness, and it was called Bigger, Leaner, Stronger. And it basically taught me the fundamentals of just overall getting bigger and overall like getting a better physique, right? And I realized that the workout program that I was doing was really shit. And the reason why I wasn't growing was because I wasn't getting stronger in the gym. I was just doing 20 to 30 reps of exercises, just tiring my muscles out. But that's not that is not how you grow. That is not how you build muscle. And I didn't know that. So I wasted basically a year of doing bullshit because I followed bad advice. And once I actually changed my workout routine and changed my workout program to something more like efficient, that is when my body changed. So what do I mean by this? If you aren't lifting heavy and if you aren't getting stronger in the gym, then you won't build muscle at all. And that's the biggest thing that hard gainers like I messed up on. My fucking program was so ass and so shit that it didn't give me the results I wanted. So what makes a good workout program? What is the key here to get you the body for you to build muscle and overall get you the physique that you want? Let me explain. So now, if I was doing 20 to 30 reps, we know that doesn't help to get stronger. So what does? You have to lift around like the lower rep range and just focus on adding weight to the bar over time. That is it. It's called progressive overload. You just get progressively stronger. There's a myth that says that if you just lift like really heavy, like the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5 rep range, that you won't build muscle. You'll just look like you'll just get strength, right? You'll just get strength, and you won't get like hypertrophy, is what they call it. And the reason why that's a big myth is because one, the key to building muscle and the key to getting the size that you want is for you to get stronger. So it doesn't make sense when people say like, hey, if you just get strong, then you won't get a fucking good body. It doesn't work like that. The stronger you get, your body will show it. Okay, the stronger you get, your body will show it. So it wasn't until I changed my fucking exercise to the 4 to 6 rep range. And then once I've done that for like a few months, my physique changed drastically. It fucking changed drastically. So when I threw out all the higher rep exercises, that's when everything changed for me. So the way we want to do this, I have a whiteboard behind me. I'm going to give you a few examples on how to do this. So the way you want to do this for the lower rep ranges, you want to focus on the big 5 core exercises: bench press, squats, deadlift, barbell military press, and chin-ups or pull-ups, okay? Those are the big 5 you want to focus on. So, and the rep range you want to aim for those is 4 to 6 reps. Again, why are we doing this? Because it's so much easier to get stronger with the lower volume, or when you're lifting heavier and just overall not doing anything like high rep, okay? So it's way easier to get stronger doing that. So how do we actually get stronger doing those rep ranges? Let me give you an example of how you're gonna do this. Let's start with bench press, right? Let's say you're gonna do bench press and you have 100 and you're doing 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps, okay? That's what we're gonna do. So let's say you can only do 135 pounds currently, okay? That's 45 pounds on each side. So for 3 sets, you're only going to add weight to the bar once you hit the top end range set for 1 set, okay? So once you get 6 reps for one of the sets, that's when we add weight to the bar. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say for the first week, let's say you do chest on Monday, you're starting off with bench press and you can only do 135 pounds for 4 reps for 1 set. Then you got another 4 reps for the second set. And then the third set, you got 4 reps, okay? That means we're not gonna add weight to the bar because you didn't get 6 reps, okay? Now, let's go to the second week. Again, next Monday, you're gonna do bench press again. And let's say you got 5 reps, and then 4 reps. This is good. That still means you got stronger. That's a good sign, okay? And then the third week, let's say the third week you get 6 reps on your first set. That means you're going to add weight to the bar, whether it's 5 pounds on each side or whether it's fucking 2.5 pounds on each side, okay? So then once you did 1 set of 6 reps, you're gonna add weight to 145 pounds. And you're gonna stick with that until you get 6 reps again. Does that make sense, right? So you got 4 reps again and then 4 reps again. And then next week, you stick with 145 until you get 6 reps. So basically, once you hit the top end range set for 1 set, so you got 6 reps, that's when you add weight to the bar. And this, I don't know if this sounds confusing a little bit, but literally, if you just follow this principle, this ensures that you are getting stronger and this ensures that you will be building muscle, okay? So again, it wasn't until I changed my fucking workout program to this kind of like style that everything changed for me, okay? Let me give you another example. Let's say you're doing the barbell squat, okay? And again, you're doing 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps. And let's say you can only do 185 pounds. So the first week, you get 5 reps, 4 reps, cool. Second week, you got 6 reps, right? And you're gonna add weight to the bar. However, once you're doing 195, you can only do 3 reps. You couldn't do 4, which is the minimum. What do you do once you can't do the minimum fucking set or the minimum rep range? You're gonna decrease the weight back to the original, right? So you did 195 pounds for 3 reps, you're gonna go back to 185 pounds and you are going to focus on hitting the top end range twice now instead of once, okay? So once you get 6 reps twice for 2 sets, that's when you add weight to the bar again and see how it feels, okay? So let me give you an example right here again. So next week, you go back down to 185 pounds, you got 6 reps, then 5 reps, then 5 reps. Then again, you're not gonna add weight because we wanna hit this number twice. So next week you got 185 pounds, 6 reps, then you add weight to the bar again and you do 195 pounds and this time you get 4 reps. Then you stick to 195 pounds. I hope this is making sense because this is very simple, but yet like this was when I'm telling you that this was the fucking key for me to change my body, I truly mean it. This principle of me just changing the amount of reps I was doing per my exercises literally was a night and day difference in how my body like just responded, okay? So now you may be thinking, well, how are we gonna do this with isolation exercises like the barbell curl, the tricep push down? It's a little bit similar, but slightly different at the same time. Let me explain. So let's say you're doing the tricep push down, the tricep rope push down, and you wanna, instead of doing 4 to 6 reps on the isolation exercises, you wanna do around 8 to 10 reps, okay? And instead of adding weight, once you hit the top end range set for 1 set, add weight to those exercises once you hit the top end range for all 3 or 4 sets or how many sets you do, okay? So let's say the first week you did 30 pounds on the machine and you got 8 reps, cool. Next week, you got 10 reps, and then 8 reps. We're not gonna add weight to the machine, remember, because we're doing the top end range. We want the top end range for all 3 sets. And then the third week, you got 10, and then 10. And then we're gonna add weight to that machine, and then same thing and so on. That is how you do this, okay? So to recap, if you are doing a workout program that's having you do like 20, 30 fucking reps per exercises and you're wondering why you're not growing, this could be that this is the main indicator why. It's because one, you're not getting stronger, and two, the workout program is this shit. All right? So change your workout program to lifting heavier, doing the lower rep range, and focus on getting stronger over time. And if you do this consistently and you don't change anything about it, look in the mirror, take a before and after picture, and watch how your body just grows so much fucking faster than it is, okay? I hope this video made sense. If you have any questions about what I explained, please comment below and I'll answer immediately. I'm gonna make more videos like this in the future, so if you like content like this, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.